What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the midday market recap. My name is Brad, and this is Own the Chaos, where we talk about everything over the counter stocks, and sometimes we sprinkle in a little bit of extra stuff. But for the most part, we cover over the counter stocks and how I find success in these major volatile stocks. So, if you are looking at the market today, it's actually kind of awake. It's a little bit more, a little bit more action today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was just an awful day all around. Boy, did it just really sucked. There wasn't much else to say about it. But today there is some stuff running, and the theme of the day seems to be notes or lack thereof, convertible notes, dilution, that sort of thing. So if you are wanting to know why some of this stuff is running, that is why. Namely, IMNP, so we'll go over that. VYST is another one, and we'll cover that one as well, and why I think it's going to come back down hard. And the one that we covered in mentorship today that ran up to 500% on its highs was ADSV. We identified that this morning with the mentorship. I'll break that one down for you as well. And so let's get started. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you right quick. Welcome, everybody. Mike, Muiz, Jag, Matthew. Good to see you guys. So I'll go ahead and share my screen with y'all. With y'all. Where did that come from? Anyway, here's IMNP. This one was actually first discovered within the Kiko Stock Mentorship, which if you're looking to check that out, it's actually right here within WeTrade HQ. And so looking at this, boy, it is really taken off. Highs, around 161% run from the morning. And this is kind of why. So if I pull this up here on my scanner, this is the equity feed scanner that I use. Looking at level 2, Maxim is one of the heavy market-making diluters. There's not much else that I'm seeing here, but see how it's pulled way off into the 10-cent range? That's why this is moving. It's giving it a little bit more room to run. It's actually up almost 200% now. Wow, that's insane. But hopefully MAXM is done. There isn't any more notes left on here. I actually haven't had time to take a look at the filings for this to see how much they have left to go, but it certainly looks like the dilution has ceased for a little while and allowed this thing to really run. Congrats to those who were in KSM this morning and last night identified this win. What a monster this one is. Next one is going to be VYST. Now VYST, I'll go ahead and pull this up on the 15-minute. I like that one a little bit better. So yeah, looking at the at VYST, so this is another one. Looked like dilution had kind of eased off on this one a little bit. I'm going to pull up RSI too because I wanted to really take a look to see if it's overextended. It's starting to look like it's really overextended at this point. You can see it's kind of pulling back. We'll see if it rests back down at its previous support levels or where it's going to end up. As long as the dilution stays off of it for now, I think it'll probably end up trending up here. But this is what I'm concerned about. So again, if you look at VYST and you're looking at level 2 here, let me just check in with you folks. Everybody following me. Power and profit to you too, Gordon. So just looking at level 2 here on VYST, you can see OTCX, which is a known dilutive market maker, MAXM as well. And so you can see that they backed way off. Now, here's my thing. Here's why I don't think this is going to be a sustainable run. And I could be wrong, but this is just my theory. Looking at their filings, this is one that I actually did have time to take a look at. So if I go to OTC markets, pull up the 10Q, this is what I saw. So I'm looking at convertible notes here. This is their balance sheet. For those of you who have beginner or intermediate accounting skills, you'll recognize this. Looking at the balance sheet, I'm seeing here that there is still a ton of convertible notes to pay off. I don't have any reason to believe that since September 30th, they magically came up with $2 million to pay off all their convertible notes. Perhaps one of them got paid off, and all that's happening right now is that we're waiting for another one to show up. That's kind of my theory here. I mean, looking at VYST, it's up 54%. So if you traded this trade, congratulations from the triple zeros. It's really kind of taken off to 0034. Amazing run. Congrats to those who got into this and played it well. But can this sustain? My thoughts on this, my initial thoughts are probably not. There's probably people in here that have been playing this from the trips that are probably waiting to sell at any point. And I guarantee you that as soon as Maxim or MAXM shows back up right on this ask, I'm sure everybody will be running running for the hills and trying to get out of this before dilution kills all of them. So that's just my thought, my theory on that. Again, it's not a surefire thing. I'm not recommending that you sell this or even that you buy it. It's just my observation on VYST and even IMNP. We'll see how they go, but that seems to be the theme today. When everybody's lightening the load from a dilutive standpoint, and we'll just kind of see where they end up throughout the day and moving forward for that matter. So the next one is going to be the one that we played with in mentorship today, ADSV. This one was very interesting. If you look at ADSV, it's up 366% currently. It actually went up to 0018 from 003, and it's just been an amazing monster run. 500% is unheard of from a 000 within a few hours, and the reason why is because of this. So if you're looking at OTC markets, checking out the share structure, it is very small share structure for being a 000 stock. 000s usually are, you know, if you can see the OS, it's at almost 10 billion shares. That's typically, typical of 000s, except usually you see the OS being in the billions as well. It's probably being diluted to hell. But this one, fortunately, you can see that it's trading quite thinly. What I mean by that is that the share structure is very small when it comes to shares that are actually being traded in the market. So we'll see where this ends up. The reason why it's moving as well as it is, though, why people are buying it all of a sudden, is because of the filings that came out to yesterday. I believe this was after hours. Yesterday, the filing showed up. This is always indicative. It's always a good catalyst. It brings attention to folks. And, they haven't had a whisper of anything for like 8 years. But we saw this was FTEG, right? I mean, all of a sudden filings start showing up. And while FTEG didn't exactly end up well with the A1 filings that they recently put out and kind of like took it back down, what we did witness with FTEG before all that happened, though, was a 000 run all the way to well over a penny. So we'll see what happens with ADSV. Most of our folks with the mentorship got in at 0008, which wasn't at the very bottom, but with highs of 0018, it's still very much a double on their position. So awesome run so far. We'll see if this continues. I mean, look at this dollar volume. You can see dollar volumes at 151,000, which isn't really that much when you're talking about a move from 000 range on this. It's been an amazing little run. We'll see if this continues, though. Not sure if it will, but I think in order for it to do so, it's going to have to come out with more filings and look to try to get current. Maybe this thing is being revived. We'll see. So there you have it, folks. There is the midday market recap. Oh, thanks, Matt, for pointing that out. Came out at 4:30 yesterday, so it did come out after hours. And so if you guys got any value out of this and you're visiting me for the first time, I'd certainly appreciate the subscribe and smash that like button if you got any value from this video as well, or if you're looking to tune in for my daily market recaps, or midday market recaps rather, certainly click that notification bell and you get notified every time I go live. Tonight we're looking forward to that follow-up Friday where I follow up all of the other stocks that I went over on Stockwatch Sunday to see how they turned out. And yeah, so if you're also interested in the mentorships, WeTrade HQ, what we're all about, WeTrade HQ is a platform that I co-founded with my partner Jake. It's a free platform for folks to use. That's the platform that I was using looking at all those charts, and you could see all the folks talking on the sidebar there. It's all free. It's free for you to join. We do have services there for you that's available for you if you're looking to step up your trading game, especially if you're just starting out. And it's just been an amazing experience so far. We have over 2,500 members worldwide, and we're continually growing. People are seeing tons of value in what it is that we provide, and it's just been an amazing start to what we have going for us. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all later for Follow-Up Friday. That is all I've got for you all. I would normally say see you before the bell, but I guess I'll see you after the bell at this point. Let me pause real quick. So That's a very interesting point, Jason. So we're actually working on a potential one-to-one mentorship, one-on-one mentorship. That's in the works right now. The daily morning mentorship is with a group of folks, just kind of like in this setting, but it's in a private YouTube setting. Only people who actually purchase the mentorships are allowed in. It's actually fairly inexpensive, I think, and most people would agree that what we provide for you for $49 a month is a lot. So check it out. Again, it's at WeTradeHQ.com. All the links are in the description below if you're looking to explore that option for you. And that is all I've got for you guys. So I will see you after the bell, and B Smith is out. Have a good one, folks.